Hey everyone, today I'm just a little east of Arcadia, Oklahoma, and I want to show you something that's very special. It's a little roadside attraction that's here, and there's all kinds of good stuff to look at outside of the building and inside. So let me show you around. So you enter this place through the east side of the building, but this is kind of the main entrance, and he's got all sorts of things throughout this whole thing. Old tags and signs and maps and stuff like that. Just here's an old cash register and flashlights and lights and the old iron toy trains. Look at that, I've got that out in the garage, but he's got so many more oil cans all throughout this place. This map's from 1957 here, and you can see a difference in the amount of lakes that are in Oklahoma as compared to how they are now. All sorts of signage in here. Lots of little good things to look at though. Look at this. Look at that down there. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys remember these. These were all over. Here in Oklahoma we had a Kip's Big Boy, but I know there's Bob's Big Boy and all kinds of stuff all over the nation. They have a different name on the front of it. He's got this old sort of diner look going on here with Coca-Cola stuff up through here, and then he has a theater in here. The theater seating and the diner seats right over here. Merrimack Caverns, old signage there. Look at this old McDonald's coast to coast sign. So we can go up these stairs here. So this is a whole nother room upstairs here. And postcards from all over here. This is a, I have to show you from the outside, there's a wasp right there. He's got the vent wings open. This is the front end of a Volkswagen Beetle. Kind of having to duck down in here because my head's touching the ceiling. I'm kind of too tall, I guess. So if you're above 6 foot, you're going to be kind of too tall for this upper part. But we got some Volkswagen stuff through here, his Volkswagen collection. But this is attached to the outside of the building, and he said you can actually sit in this if you want to. So heck yeah, I want to sit in it. Man, this brings back some memories. I mean, I had a 1971 Volkswagen Beetle. You can look out here and there's a Beetle in the ground right over there, but this really brings back some memories. And this is something I wish cars still had, are these vent wings. But this brings back some memories right here. All this dash and stuff. You can still open the glove box. Even got a couple old things inside there. Man. Pretty cool though. And these right here on the old Volkswagens were your heater controls. The old standard. Pretty cool here. And this was an ashtray right here. Emergency lights. Those are your headlights right there. That's pretty cool. You can sit in this, and we're actually just kind of hanging off of the edge of the building, because here that's the edge of the building right here. So where my feet are, it's like it's hanging right off. But I don't know, pretty unique. Where else are you gonna sit in a Volkswagen that halfway hangs out the side of a building? That's pretty cool. But he has got all sorts of postcards and Route 66 information, and I guess repair manuals and stuff like that to automobiles. Look at this table. Base of it is a wheel. Over here, he's got a pool table. Ah, Coleman lantern. I don't know if there's much in here. And then he's got kind of a patio thing you can go out on. Some different yearbooks. Look at this old sort of machine here. It looks like it could still work because there's the marbles. I don't know. Oh, it sure did. I really don't even know how to play it. That's pretty cool though. I don't think I ever had my hands on one of those. Look here. You can race the cars. There's a little track right here. We'll put the cars up here. Maybe it weights it down. And then push this up and let them race. Somehow. Maybe. Oh, it flew right off. It's pretty cool though. There's a lot of stuff in here. A bunch of old signage and stuff. So we'll go back down and take a look. Look at this old car right there, a little scooter car. All sorts of old signage, that old Texaco sign that's got bullet holes in it. And this pump right here, this old pump's got different collectibles in it. Man, bunch of oil cans right through here. Look at all this stuff. He's obviously a big fan of Coca-Cola, because he's got a lot. So this teepee that you would see out west on Route 66, he's kind of incorporated this into a VHS and DVD system here. Part of his theater here, and then here he's got a sound box from a drive-in theater. But yeah, here's the actual pictures. You guys have all seen it. The wigwams, the Wigwam Motel. He has recreated that right here inside the building. And then Lakeside, Bethany, Oklahoma. Now that's something. That's on Route 66 in Bethany. The screen has been torn down, and maybe 5 years ago, the building that shot the pictures out of it, the projection area was still there, and they've torn that down. All that's left is the old sign that's there, and it's fallen down. But look here, Tucumcari. I know people pronounce that differently, so if it's not your way, I'm sorry, but look at these different things that he's got in here. Some more theater seats and these dining seats here. How cool is this though? There's a big old movie reel up there. I just noticed you kind of have to really look around, because he's got the popcorn machine, the ice cold soda, a little bit of everything in here. So this is a large size oil pump. And like I said, he's got all sorts of things in here. Those look like some BB guns up there. Some old menus. I don't know, some kind of outhouse. I don't know if you can go in there or not. Old license plate on it. Look at that. It's an actual toilet, I think, that works. Oh, he's a super nice guy though. He's got ice cold water that he said we could have, which I'm not really thirsty, but that was nice of him. There's a lot of stuff. He's basically recreated the Route 66 experience all in one spot. So he's got all the miniature stuff. T-Bear to the moon. T-Bear to the moon. So right back here, he's got an upholstery shop where he does different things, reupholstering cars and stuff like that is what he likes to do. He's got some gyms this next room over. Look here, this old scooter, and the old rat. All sorts of signage and different murals in here. Old pinball machine. I think he said this was a 1932 race car that he has. Look at this thing. Isn't that crazy? I mean, it really is unbelievable. It's all sorts of stuff in here though. Sun engine performance tester. Here's an old Coke machine right up over there. Lots of oil cans. Something else that's interesting about him is he runs. And I mean, he really runs. Look at this. He ran up Route 66 from in Arcadia, which is basically where we're at, all the way up past to Sapulpa, Tulsa area. It was a 100-mile race that he ran. And it's got his time on here somewhere. Yeah, here it is. 26 hours of running straight. You know, he didn't pull over and stop and sleep or anything. So he's a serious runner. He's got and he's done this 100-mile race a couple times, and he's ran every single Oklahoma City marathon that they've had here. So, but he does 50-mile races, 100-mile races, and he still runs. In fact, this morning he said he was out running a 5K, and then I think yesterday he said he was doing Zumba dancing. So it's kind of his secret to longevity, I think. These signs are pretty cool. You can see bullet holes in a lot of them. This old Quaker State sign is sort of flashing a little bit. All kinds of signage in here. Take a look at some of these cars over here, though. There's an old pump right here. Look at this old gas pump right here. So check out all the medals that he has, the finisher medals. It's a little bit of everything in here. There's a grill off of a front end. Looks like maybe an old Ford, but don't know. Champlain oil right there. Here's the 2019 Memorial Marathon, and him finishing this year, April 28th. That's his race bib. Pretty cool though. All sorts of oil cans and old relics in here. He's got all kinds of machinery in here. Check out this big old airplane that's on the roof here, just hanging from the ceiling. And there's other little aircraft parts right in through there. It's a Volkswagen Bug out the front of that. And he's over here working on this old car right here. And he's got another one that he's been working on right over here. Very cool. All kinds of stuff to tinker with in here. Oh, I didn't notice this, but here's some more medals there. Even the garage is painted up with Coca-Cola. He's got all kinds of old relics. You just kind of have to look everywhere, and you're gonna see different things to look at. Collects all these old little cars here. And here's some more right over here. Certainly cool. There are all sorts of things on the outside of this building here. And his hours are from sun up to sundown. That is where we were just in. So there's this garage here, and then he's working in this garage. So you can see some old plates out here. Here's a parking meter. It looks like a crossing light maybe. Unless it's a stoplight. It is a stoplight. Yeah, just not used to seeing one down low. It's massive though. You can compare the size. It's a little bit of everything. This old bell right there, church bell or school bell. Look at this. Happy Hippie Lane, it says. There's a railroad sign right there. We got this old VW bus. How cool is that? He must be a big VW guy because he's got quite a bit. Very cool. It's a little dusty on the outside. It's painted up pretty sharp though. Makes me kind of think of Scooby-Doo or something. And he's got a Sonic drive-in menu right here. I think that might be kind of like a heel car that you go down the hill and race in. So here you can see an old V8 Ford wheel right here. I've got that hubcap out in their garage. fire alarm right here. And we didn't realize this, but Sarah and I actually saw this car. It's a three-wheeled car that he has here at one of the races that we ran. Several years ago, we entered a dog race that people were running the race with their dogs, and the proceeds benefited like homeless dogs. And we saw this exact car out there, but we didn't realize it was him or that he was into running or anything like that. But that is it. It's so unique. You're not going to confuse that car with anything else. I'd never seen anything like that before this day. So I was just telling Sarah about it. I was like, that is so unique. I know that's him. And then when you put it together with all the running, it's definitely him. But he's got all kinds of things out here. We'll just take a look over here. I really don't know where all this stuff is at on his property. He's got just stuff sitting in all sorts of places and even going further back. But look at the old motel sign right here and the gas pump. And then on the roof, he's got a rocket up there. And then over here, there's a Volkswagen Bug right in the ground. And this airplane, the tail end of an airplane sitting right in the ground. Caution, low flying aircraft. Flew right in the ground right there. His name's John. He's a really cool guy, and he'll talk to you about all sorts of stuff. And looks like I see Bugs Bunny hiding right out over there. He has got all kinds of stuff to look at. Let me show you a little bit more out here. So the interesting thing are these things that are in the bushes here, pumps and different things. There's a metal dog that he's made and the Tin Man. Look at this old gas pump right there. It's gonna have someone, yeah, the wheels do turn. That's pretty cool. Absolutely turns. He's got all these old wagon wheels and different pieces of machinery in here. Check this out. On this site in 1897, nothing happened. I don't know. It's great. I love all this art. Even on top of the flagpole, there's this wheel with wings on it. But that's a Bug that we were sitting in. You go upstairs and you can sit in it. Open the glove box, all kinds of stuff. Got like one of the old lights. This is kind of like an old service station front here. Super Texaco service. And he's got the pumps right out here. So you can enter through there, but it's locked. So he wants you to enter through the east where he's actually working, so he knows you're here. He's got all kinds of stuff. The old picnic bench there. Oh, I didn't see this. This is a deal you can walk out on, like a little deck, I guess. This is Route 66 right out here. And if you head this way west, you'll run right into the little town of Arcadia where the Red Barn is and Pops and stuff like that. And lone sign right out here in the trees. It says phone from car and the arrow is pointing straight down. Here you can see a tractor seat going to the stairs down there where the parking lot is. It's a little kind of a rock formation that he's made right there. It's interesting. He's got all this stuff that just kind of pays tribute to Route 66, but they're miniature versions of it. Here's a kind of Coke art display. Got the Coke bottles on it, kind of a Coke tree. And there you can see the sign for parking area or UFO parking straight ahead, the Unstable Fishermen's Organization. So I love all this stuff. Absolutely love it. He's got something right here. Oh, okay, that's a rabbit right there in the bushes. There's that deck, the little seat up there, it looks like. It's amazing to see all the stuff that he's created. You know, the Rocket Man on Route 66, and just kind of the feel of Route 66 all in one area. But you're actually on Route 66 right here. The traffic that you're hearing is Route 66. And here you can see a biplane on top of this light pole right here. Pretty cool. Look at that sign right there, Auto Trim Museum. Like I said, he does all kinds of things on cars. A lot of upholstery in there, but he's doing all sorts of metal work in there too. Old motorcycle. Just kind of like the one in the movies in a way, that he's kind of just sort of created. Route 66 with a buzzard on top. It's interesting how he's got these different things out here. It's kind of just a phone booth right here. Just a random phone booth. Southwestern Bell. They used to be around before AT&T took over. And then, like I said, he's got a lot of Volkswagen stuff out here. And this Volkswagen is kind of like a tribute to, you know, there's the Cadillac Ranch if you travel on Route 66. It's in Amarillo. And right near there, there's actually a bug ranch. So maybe that's paying tribute to the Cadillac Ranch, but I think it's kind of paying tribute to the bug ranch. Although those bugs have been spray painted so much and torn up that it's missing the engine here, but this is in a lot better shape here. Pretty cool. He's kind of got it on a stand, so I think maybe the front end is, no, maybe the front end is that over there? I don't know. He's got a lot of bugs here. You can see signage right here. And then he's got like another shop right here. So I don't know. I hear music coming out of it. That's the old hippie van. Here's an old water pump right here. Like a well pump. One other thing that I want to show you is right down here. Well, here is the arrows that you see on Route 66 when you're going out west. So he's got those arrows in the ground. That's so cool. I was just sitting here thinking as I'm walking down through here, and there's all these rocks. It looks like copperhead snake territory, but also rattlesnake territory. And then there's a pond down here. So I'm thinking, well, great. It's probably cottonmouth territory as well here. Who knows? But it's a really hot day out here. We're gonna walk down to this little pond to show you what's down here. So if you look here, there's this pond right here, and here is the blue whale, like what you see on Route 66, the famous blue whale. That's not the actual one, of course. I have done a video on the actual one, but this is just a little miniature reproduction and his sort of tribute to the Route 66 thing. So I'm taking it. Oh, I didn't even see this. There's an old railroad car right up there. I'm sure there's more stuff that's up in the brush and things like that, or different things around the property. I talked to him for a while, but it was more about you know, what he does with upholstery and stuff to the cars, and he's actually working on a couple in there. And so he's a busy guy. I think he's always got to be doing something. So whether he's creating this art that's out here, or if he's doing metal work or upholstery, or, you know, working on engine type stuff or whatever. If he's not doing that, he's running races or running every day or doing Zumba. And his theory on that, I was talking to him, it's what kind of keeps him going and to not have so much pain. So he doesn't believe in taking pain pills or anything, but he does believe in keeping busy and staying moving so that you don't have all of the issues from the medications and pain and stuff like that. He said he started doing this in the mid-80s when he had went to 30 different doctors for his issues, and he wasn't getting anywhere. And he said, don't get me wrong, he still has some different things that are going on, but this keeps him moving, keeps the circulation going, and makes me feel bad because I've been a runner and I've kind of gotten out of it. Probably time to get back in it though. Big inspirational guy. And there you can see that Volkswagen in the ground there. So we're coming back up the hill. Pretty cool. So thanks for joining me on this little tour through this roadside attraction that John has here. It's really something unique and special. And if you're ever traveling through on Route 66, make sure you stop in here. He loves to visit, loves to talk to you, and he loves to share what he's collected and built over the years. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.